He is attempting to cross the line.
The line?
The human brain sends a distress signal to the body when one continues excessive exercise over a long period of time. That signal manifests itself as pain. Your average human will rest when that happens. But the human body can go much further than that. If one ignores that signal and continues to push on, the brain will finally stop the pain and produce a wonderful sensation throughout the entire body.
Wait, do you mean...
Yes, the body does, through the secretion of endorphins.
Endorphins? You mean the chemicals that allow fighters to continue until they die, right?
There's not a doubt in my mind. He's trying to awaken his brain's endorphins. Isn't that right, Arky?
Come on! Keep pushing! What's happening? What is this? Is this it?
Yes, those are endorphins. Nearly all top-class athletes experience this.
Incredible! This feeling is unbelievable! With this, I will be able to...
Baki, it's much too early to get excited. Baki, you finally learned how to unleash your brain's endorphins, but do not become intoxicated by enthusiasm yet, for grapplers have even farther to go.
It's time.
Fear is the line that divides weakness from strength. Unless you cross that line, you'll never become a true grappler.
I'm gonna do it. I have to cross the line. Oh, crap.
Baki, can you cross that line?
No! He was my friend!
He was weak.
It's almost like I'm in slow motion.
Year in the hyperbolic time chamber was the most difficult task I've ever had to face. The gravity was so intense I could barely walk, the air was so thick I could hardly breathe, and the temperature fluctuated wildly, sometimes freezing cold, and others raging hot. Every day presented its own hardship, a new obstacle to be met and overcome. Of course, some days were harder than others. Just when I'd given up all hope, when I was sure that I wouldn't last another moment in that awful place, I saw him. He stood at the heart of that raging inferno enshrouded by the flames. Thousands of fiery tongues licking at his body, threatening to swallow him into the furious blaze completely. In that instant, all of my fears and all of my pain dropped away. I knew only that I had to be strong. I had to step through that wall of flame. I had to do it for him. Suddenly, everything became clear. Those raging flames hadn't been a product of the time chamber at all. They had come from him, their intensity fueled by the one burning desire that consumed him, the desire to be the best. I knew then that my father would reach his goal. He would achieve an unprecedented new power level. He would surpass a Super Saiyan. And realizing this, I was left to face the trials of the void alone. The weeks and months that followed exist in my memory mostly as a blur. A seemingly endless succession of grueling days and sleepless nights. Never had I known such effort, and never had both my mind and my body been closer to the breaking point. But through it all I persisted, the enormous shadow that loomed over me a constant reminder of my goal. The blood that flows through my father's veins flows through mine as well. I was determined to prove this fact at all costs. My every thought, my every action was directed toward this singular purpose.
Well, at least you're stronger than your son was against Cell.
Wow, Vegeta. This might take longer than I thought.
You see? This is our fate! Our battle!
And so it has been decided, against the wishes of the Supreme Kai, against the commands of the Wizard Bobbity, Goku and Vegeta have marked off their battlefield. And the last two survivors of the Saiyan race will embark in the ultimate fight. Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
All juiced up for the fight? Tonight's your big finale.
Big, but no finale.
Is that right?
As far as I'm concerned, tonight is nothing more than the dress rehearsal. The finale would be me caving in your skull. I thank you for giving me this body, Professor Villain. I realize I didn't turn out quite as you'd intended, but then, what project ever does? I know you think of me as a monster, something that needs to be contained or removed altogether. The thing is, Doc, I couldn't agree with you more. And I'll be happy to end this farce and fade into oblivion. But first, I must complete my mission. The demon who betrayed my mother and all humanity must be destroyed. You're looking at your last opponent, Hanma. This is my destiny, my privilege. I was born so that the king would fall.